Hello people, and welcome in to the most boring live stream ever on YouTube today. And almost broke my face. This goddamn broken toe. Alright people, we're gonna have to fight the falling tripod today. But alright, let me go rearrange this while people come in. Hey Huntington, welcome in. Thanks for coming. Let's skedaddle these inside. Alright, Chick. You gotta go inside. You've already lost 6 of your raccoons. Come on, let's go. Everybody go. Come on. Come on. Come on, everybody go. Everybody go in the coop. Let's go, coop up. Everybody coop up. There we go. All right, we're down to 14. We lost 6 of them to predators. Why are the hens clustered together? Because they're not really too used to this coop yet, Huntington, and they've been attacked by raccoons. There were 20 of them. Now we're down to 14. So 6 of them have been taken by raccoons. Honey says, sad you lost 6 chicks to raccoons. Yeah, they're hitting us hard, Huntington. They also hit us for 3 large ones in the other coop. All 3 of those birds are still doing good. How's Hag doing? She's all right, Huntington. She's not doing great, but she's all right. And this brood hen is still in here, sitting on her clutch. And what just came up? I missed something. Oh, Cat Lady Kim, a member for 17 months. Thank you, Cat Lady Kim. Appreciate your support. Unfortunately, I have a brand account And since I have a brand account, I'm not allowed to join anyone's channel and have a membership. It's some crazy stuff I haven't figured out yet. We are back in quail now. We have 8 female quails and 2 male quails growing up that will be laying eggs for us to incubate. We also have 120 fertilized quail eggs to incubate. And we are getting a quail incubator specifically made to incubate quail from Jenny Jones. So that's on its way. And here's the new coop my nephew built yesterday. As you can see, they're all cooped at one side, but they're no longer at the edge of this like they were. Huntington wants to know, what are you going to do with 125 quail? Well, if everything works out, Huntington, by Christmas, we'll have about 400 quail, if everything works out. We're going to produce eggs, and the males will be turned into food. So we will have quail eggs for sale, pickled quail eggs, and smoked quail, along with live quail for sale, if everything works out. Hey, welcome in, Sci-Fi. Good to see ya. Hey, brother, much love for you and Hag. Big hug. Good to see you, Bri. Thanks for dropping in. Oh, there goes that tripod again. Oh, there's a stick. I'll pick that up. Hello, Mama Cookie. Welcome in. Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, this time I'm not going to mess up, Mom. I'm not going to mess up, Huntington. When I get 50 quail to hatch, I'm not going to freak out and quit incubating. I'm just going to keep on incubating. Every 17 days, I'll incubate another batch so that we can build the quail population up. When COVID came, most of the quail breeders disappeared. And my nephew also built me 2 really nice brood boxes I'm just finishing up today. There's one. You can tell they're still wet from being painted. I'm just trying to get paint on them now. They don't have to be perfect. I want them to be somewhat weatherproof. I believe they're red. I'm not 100% sure. Let me see if I can turn on some light. There we go, there's some light. Bryce says, I get my first check next week from my new job. Then I'll become a member and send some love. It's not necessary, Bry. Being a member is definitely not necessary. There's really not a lot of perks to being a member. Mama Cookie says that's definitely red. Sweet. Oh, Mama Cookie, I finally figured out what I messed up. I just moved a couple things about half an hour ago, and I saw that I forgot to include the tubs of jewel weed, the little containers of jewel weed. So I'll have to do that next time. Hey Jamie, good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Hope things are good your way. Bryce says, the perk is supporting you, brother. I hear you, dude. I hear you. That's definitely a perk for me, my man. Yeah, next box I send Mama Cookie, I'll put it in there. Hopefully I won't forget it next time. In about a week or two, send me an email, Mama Cookie, and let me know if you want any more of that stuff or if you've had enough. Bouncer says, I'm thinking I could use a few perks. I hear you, Bouncer. It's supposed to rain tonight, so I'm hoping this dries up enough so I can get it put away. Bouncer says, I'm hoping for rain, but it's not coming for a couple more days. I'm hoping rain don't come, Bouncer, but supposedly it's coming tonight. I was on my way to the garage for something. I'll be damned if I can remember what it was. I gotta walk back here. I can't remember if I locked everything up or not. Bouncer says our grass is crunchy again. Hey Chevy, welcome in. Thanks for dropping by. All right, I did lock the Brahmas up. The Easter eggers are locked up. The backyard chickens are locked up. And I'm pretty sure that I locked the kennel chickens up. But a few more steps, I guess I can take it and find out. Huntington says, this is the first year we have not had crunchy lawns. Well, we only got about a month more before deer season opens, and we can start stocking refrigerators again and freezers. Thank God. Bouncer says, for your information, there might be an ice age coming. Fantastic, Bouncer. Check the latch. Okay. That's, they're cooped up. I'm trying to decide what to do next. Trying to decide if I want to put my quail pen way back down there in the chicken coop where I used to have it, or if I want to set it up here in the yard closer to the house. I can't make up my mind. I'm seriously considering putting it closer to the house so there's less chance of the weasel coming back. But I don't know. I can't make up my mind. Bouncer says we call it winter, but they are now creating ways to make it more scary and profitable. I hear ya. Let me turn the light on here. There's a little puke fake that ate the chickens. He got the chickens, but we got him. Oh, there we go. There's the moon. Bouncer says, I'm sorry, but I've been busy trolling my students. They're all going to get F's. Oh, that sucks, Bouncer. Gotta have a little bit of leniency there, man. Mama Cookie says, not for these trolls. Oh, that's totally different then, Mama Cookie. Hey, Blind, good to see ya. Thanks for dropping in. Alright, let's throw these guys some maggots as a treat. Do you really want some maggots? Do you really want to hear me cry? Hello, Bardrock. Hello, Bardrock. Here you go, Stuart. Anybody want some? Hey, Mr. Horny. Nobody wants to come get these, huh? Alright, here you go. Here you go, my catchy camel buck. go. As long as we're down here, let's go check that out. Kitty, get out of there. You little weirdo. See, do I have anything down here? It's all goat stuff. Oh, these are maggots. What's that? It's poultry grit. What do we got here? Alright, we can use this. We got some corn and stuff for bait. This shouldn't attract the... It should not attract the cats. Should be good enough for some raccoon bait. We'll give the rest to the chickens, and then I'll check the chat. Hi, Casey Campbell. Late night snack, people. Chickens are spoiled, man. You go, Doc. Oh, that's it, kids. If I leave here tomorrow, will you still remember me? I thought I brought the maggot bucket down here, but I guess I didn't. Alright, let's roll on out of here. A357, welcome in. I'm way far behind. A Chevy, welcome in. You know, my doctor keeps telling me that the Valium that I was taking for the spasms has nothing to do with pain relief, has nothing to do with the swelling on my feet yet. Imagine that. Normal feet, guys. The swelling has disappeared. 10 milligrams of Valium, 4 hours later, and the damn swelling is gone. But as the doctors say, no, that's not it. There's your friendly possum. Mama Cookie says, I will definitely be trying the mushroom rise coffee tomorrow morning. Sweet, Mama Cookie. Let me know how it goes. Blind Straight says, I feel like barking. September 2nd. Alright, we have a live trap set there. I don't know if I have a functioning live trap over here or not. Oh no, this live trap needs a pan, I believe. Yeah, that one needs a pan. That one's run over. Alright. The other two are in the front yard. Blind says, I don't know what Blind says, I lost it. Alright. Let's set the little one there. I don't know if it's big enough to catch a possum or not, but let's try it. Just in case. Alright, we put this here in the path. Let me clear the game trail a little bit. Alright. I think it's a little too small, but we'll put it there anyways. $3.57 says, check out Laird Superfood. Functional mushroom powder for tea, coffee, etc. No additives, no nonsense. $10 will last you 6 months or a year. Still have some. Do the research. But it's good for all the brain and all types of stuff. Natural as can be. What's really good, $3.57, is iodine. Your body needs iodine in order to form new cells, new healthy cells. So that's pretty important to get your daily dose of iodine. And the Morton iodized salt is garbage, man. You would have to eat like 6 1-pound containers to get the daily requirement of iodine. $3.57 says, yep, agree. It's hard to find clean iodine though. If you need some $3.57, shoot me an email. I've got some Lugials. I've got a good amount of it too, dude. I can hook you up with a bottle of it. I can't leave this. Can't leave these aspirin shavings out in case it does rain. I was hoping to get these brood boxes or egg laying boxes, whatever you want to call them, installed today. Painted and installed, but I didn't quite make it. Mama Cookie says, you sent me 2 bottles of iodine. Yeah, Mama Cookie, I sent one for you and one for Bouncer. That way you guys have your own bottle. If you read the book, The Iodine Crisis, once you read that book, then I think you'll be sold on using iodine. But if you don't read the book, you probably won't be too interested in the iodine. I know I wasn't. Once I read the book, The Iodine Crisis, and then I cross-referenced everything. Tommy. I told Tommy I was live streaming, and he didn't listen. Oh. But yeah, Mama Cookie, I read The Iodine Crisis, and then I cross-referenced everything to validate it, and it was pretty cool. I used to use iodine for cuts. Yeah, this is actually a different type of iodine. I can't remember. Well, I can remember it. I can't pronounce it or enunciate it. It's like nalo, blah 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 iodine. If you Google LUGOLS, it'll tell you the type. It'll tell you the type of iodine that it is. See if I can get this stupid tripod to stay up. Yeah, it's pretty interesting, Mama Cookie. Pretty interesting. But like I said, I did find that I set the jewel weed containers to the side and forgot to include them in that box. Yep, definitely next time, Mama Cookie. Hopefully I'll get my shit together here in the next couple days. And I can get Jenny Jones's box out. It'll probably take me all week like it did to get yours out. 357 says, Lugo's iodine is a liquid made up of 2 parts potassium iodine for every 1 part elemental iodine in water. Here's what Googly says. 357, ask it why using Lugiols daily is important. See what Googly says. See if it gives you a decent summary. It's got to give you a better summary than I did. At least I hope. The bugs seem to have quieted down a little bit. Okay, what does Googly say? Using Lugol solution daily is not recommended unless specifically directed by a doctor for a medical condition and for a limited time. Right on, 357. Big Brother's telling us exactly. Don't use this shit to get healthy. We do not recommend it. It's kind of like the summary Google does on the carnivore diet, where they tell you you really need all those carbohydrates that turn into sugar in your body so that you can become diabetic. I mean, it gives you really sound advice. 357 says, but I'm guessing that's heavily influenced by you know who. Exactly. That's your good old FDA jumping in there with their wacky pyramids and our beloved government keeping us all safe. You know, just like the feds. You know, who say, you cannot smoke marijuana, it is bad for you. You will get crazy and jump off buildings and rape women and steal babies and turn into Mohammed. Oh, I hear a helicopter, man. Oh, there it is. Can you guys hear the helicopter? They probably shoved an Apple AirTag up my ass one day when I wasn't looking. Mama Cookie says, what are those organic green leaves, Greek leaves for? Not sure which ones you're talking about, Mama Cookie. 357 says, what was that movie? Reefer Madness? Hell yeah, man, Reefer Madness. You know, where the black guys rape the white women after smoking the wacky weed. There's the helicopter. Where you at, Chopper? There you are. There goes the chopper. Ben says, what's with the benzo promotion? The benzo promotion, Defend, is, I've been on benzos for over 20 years. My doctor retired, my chronic pain doctor. When he did, the new doctor kept me on my prescription for 8 months. Then she decided that she was going to take my benzos away cold turkey without weaning me off of it, and almost killed me, and told me that one, it was illegal to prescribe opiates and benzos at the same time, which is lie number one. Then after that, she told me that benzos do nothing for muscle spasms or pain, which is lie number two. And I've been dealing with swollen feet horribly. And they put me on Lasix and piss pills and all this other stuff, and baclofen, and the baclofen didn't really work. And so the other day, I acquired some 10 milligram Valium that was free of fentanyl. It was actually a prescription. And within 4 hours, the swelling on my feet was gone. It's been gone all night. I took another 10 milligrams of Valium today, and my feet are no longer swollen up to my nuts, and I feel much better. Even though this can't happen according to the medical doctor. Mama Cookie says, that's okay, I'll just look up and use them because I can't remember the exact name. Defend says, it's Abel. CCW must be near you. He could be, Defend, he could be. 357 says, switched up a whole regimen, yikes. Mama Cookie says, he had a helicopter circle our area 4 to 5 times the other morning. Yeah, Defend, I don't know if you know anything about benzos, but when somebody's taking 120 tablets, 60 tablets a month, and has been doing it for over 20 years, when you take them off of it, you're supposed to taper them off, like go 90, 60, 30, 20, 10, none. But she went from 90 1 month, 60 the second month, and 0 tablets the third month, and threw me into fucking complete withdrawal. So my body had a fit for like a month, and then my body never recovered the physical attributes from it. I mean, she's lucky she didn't kill me with a heart attack or something. But I'm suspecting it did something to my body chemistry being on Valium for as long as I have been. I mean, when they started mixing cocktails to treat my chronic pain, I've been on everything from Oxycontin to morphine to instant release to fentanyl patches, you name it, I've been on it. Norcor, Lortab, Tylenol 3, Vicodin, Lorcet, I can't remember the name of that gray and blue pill. They had me on all kinds of medication. And when I was on the opiate train, like every 3 months, my intake of opiates would increase. It started out with like 30 a month, then it went 60, 90, 120, then to a different strength, then the same thing, then it would go from 120 to 240, then another strength, and it was just constantly on and on and on and on and on and on. Because whenever you take opiates, your brain is really smart. It creates more pain receptors, and so you have to cover them up. So you end up taking this gigantic amount of opiates. And then if you don't have your opiates, you go into total withdrawal. And it's horrible. I can't imagine what withdrawal is like for a heroin addict. It's got to be terrible. But without modern pharmaceuticals, my body doesn't leave the bed. My body is in sad, sad, sad shape. Hey, Defend, did you see that video that Don Carney made? The one where he said Rabbit choked that little dog to death? And then, well, first he pounded the shit out of him with his fist and then choked him to death because the dog crapped on the floor. A little 15-pound ankle biter. That was a crazy video. Mama Cookie says, oh, I read that one. I think my chat quit. My chat did quit. Damn. Alright, let me get my chat back. See where I was. Man, I missed a lot of chat rambling. Alright, I'm way back. I'm just going to start here. Japan says, well, the docs are scared nowadays due to litigation. Sorry, you have to find a way to adjust. Mama Cookie, hello to Japan. Bouncer says, I was trying to catch a skunk, but it got mad at me. 357 says, Bouncer, did he spray ya? Bouncer said, nope, but the neighbor's door got nailed. Defense says, I agree. She should have been more humane and provided effective options. Yeah, she holds me good. Hey, Sharon, welcome in. Thanks for dropping by. 357 says, Bouncer Slab, well played, redirect. Defense says, Bouncer, I saw you live the other day, was lurking and laughing my ass off. Bouncer says I wanted to eat it. $3.57 says hi to Big Rob. Jenny says hi to Rob. I missed Rob. Bouncer says, I remember when I was popular, but now Jenny just wants my attention, but nobody else does. 357 says chasing and chasing. Too Tall Rob says, I've never been better since I stepped away from the VA hospital for my health care. Welcome in, Too Tall. I didn't see you. 357 says, yeah, Rob, some VA have good docs and some have complete opposite. Bouncer says, Jenny loves Bouncer spam. Sharon says, I love Valium. The 10 milligrams were dangerously addicting. Too Tall says, 2 weeks I'm heading to the Bahamas for a cruise to New York City. Sweet, Rob. 357 says, glad you're doing better, Rob. Defense said, I had a stroke, but that was bad. But I recovered. Writing is still a challenge. Defense said, didn't see the video. Oh, you don't want to see the video, Defend. 357 says, 15 pounds is a scary squirrel. Jenny says, really? 357 says, possible mountain lion mix. Jenny says, YouTube allowed it? No, it was just verbal. They didn't actually show the killing, Jenny. Here, Roadhog Kennel, this is us. All right, I'll check it out after the stream. 357 says, squirrel lions. Mama Cookie says, doctors are there too. Sharon says, I love crickets. Rob says, I have a few skunks that stop by for a snack on the critter cam. I've even hand-fed them Oreo cookies. Grab them by their tail and pick them up, Rob. They can't spray you if their back feet aren't on the ground. Hang on, we're dropping again. Jenny says, wait, Bouncer was live? I missed it. Sharon says, Too Tall. Rob, live, happy travels, and safe return. Hi. I put as much dirt as I could on this tripod, guys. So, it doesn't seem to be slipping too bad. I think we have it under control. I think it's only going to slip every once in a while if it happens. It's only happened once. Sharon says, the crickets, it's peaceful to me. Rob says, a friend of mine's son just bought a yacht, $6.5 million. Holy hell. That would be awesome. I'd be happy with a rowboat. Rob says, it's getting a little crazy, some of the things I'm getting sucked into. Blind says, I'm really tripping. Jenny says, I call that my summer noise. Sharon says, enjoy, have fun, and stay safe. Bouncer says, it's Jenny Jones. I'm live in many places. I'm not exactly sure when, but I know some people love me and most hate me. But all over like lantern flies. Defense says, a rowboat on the high seas wouldn't be fun. That's true, Defend, but if I had a rowboat, I think I would stick to the lakes. We don't even have an ocean where I'm at. The biggest thing we have is a lake. Sharon says, hey, Bouncer. Jenny says, I want to go to a Bouncer live. Bouncer Palooza. How's that, Jenny? Featuring the Bubbles Band. Bouncer says, I would definitely do the rowboat thing on any ocean. Well, I take that back. I guess it slipped the second time. I didn't notice it till I had to look down. 16 more days. We should be hatching quail, people. 16 more days. Blind says the shade of night is weird. Jenny says the bubbles band. Fabulous. Right on, Jenny. Rob says, in another breaking news, I really didn't mean to do it, but I just acquired my 30th guitar. Holy crap. I hope you can play it, Rob. I hope you can play them all. I couldn't play guitar if my life depended on it. Rob says, of course, with the money I saved about a nice Barclay thing for the sandwich maker. Bouncer says, I'm not afraid to die, but I'm afraid of who the highest bidder was for my soul. Rob says, sparkly thing. Sharon says, okay. Rob says, stupid speech to text. Yeah, I can't use speech to text. I don't enunciate or pronunciate clearly. I'll ask someone, how's your day? And it'll say, how do your underpants smell? It'll say something really crazy off the wall bullshit. Defense says, Bouncer, don't be pissed, but it was baffled off. Okay, so it was raffled off? Sharon says, you're not alone on that thought, Bouncer Slab in Real Nature. Jenny says, that one is going on Nightbot. Bouncer says, I have a huge sausage in my mouth. Speech to text is not my friend. Mama Cookie says, you're not alone at that road. Bouncer says, found that nightshade by a walnut tree. The number one murder that's not solved is usually done with insulin. They inject a normal person with a huge amount of insulin and it causes them cardiac arrest. And they never look for it because it naturally occurs in the body. That's what I read. Blind says, now I have a plan. Bouncer says, that is blind. I wouldn't do that. Mama Cookie says, nightshade is deadly. Mama Cookie says, that's why I won't take insulin. I hear you, Mama Cookie. I wouldn't take insulin either. Hey, Jason, welcome in. Thanks for dropping by. Jason says, I never got to hospital. I can't. Not at the level the average human hates me. 100. Mama Cookie says, I control my A1C naturally. I have no idea where mine's at, Mama Cookie. Oh, he's calling me back. Doesn't understand that I'm live. Bouncer says, sometimes when I bend over, my backside makes fart sounds. I learned that's a mating call in the state penitentiary. Sweet. All right, people, this guy keeps calling me. He's not going to stop until I call him back. Hopefully it's something important this time and not something completely off the wall. So, with that, people, take care. Thanks for coming to the most boring live stream ever on YouTube today and in the future. And hopefully we will see you again in the near future. So, until then, take care all. With that, peace. I'm out of here.